Doctor on here and cut this music off, and then I'll bring Chief Dr. Towah. The Honorable Chief Dr. William Deon Towah, Senior. Welcome to the Print Double Show again. We said the reappearing of the doctor on the Print Double Show. Doctor, how you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing very well.
Okay, yeah. Okay. How's the weather over there? You still in Philadelphia?
Oh, yes, I'm still here in the city of brotherly love and sisterly affection. All is well here, this place happened to be the microcosm of Grand Jude, and I'm having a wonderful time here, and with the larger Liberian community here. All is going well. I had the opportunity to showcase the intellectual powers of Grand Jude, and I think many Liberians are happy with our presence here, and we are doing very well.
Okay, so how was your 26? How did you spend it? Was it?
The 26 oil my blood here. I do share the 26 itself. But it's very good. Yeah, it's very good. But more than that, the more than that, I'm concerned about the level of poverty and struggle by home in Grand Jude. Every day it breaks my heart.
Okay, we will discuss that. It's Grand Jude County is all we got. Even though some people say, "Oh, you're not born there, you just went there recently." Some of us, but that's where we're from. That's where our parents from. So that's where we find ourselves to be. Grand Jude County. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching the show, who was that born there? Tonight. No, not you, me. They say I'm not born there. I was born in Warren. I say, yeah, I was born in Warren.
Okay.
Coming refugee Grand Jude, I went to the place. My first time going there was 2021, and then I went there recently. So yeah, when I go back next time, now I'll go to Seibo or Ziatan and see my town. Yeah. But I say, Dr. Towah, thank you for coming and coming again to the double show here. I hope when we I think I want to. I think I'm going to be at the. I'm not 100% sure yet. At the Kunemo convention in Missouri. If I get there and happen to see you vis-a-vis, we're going to have a maybe 20-minute, 30-minute chat, so to walk and see me sitting with the doctor and interviewing the doctor live. Just a 20-minute, doctor. Get a few questions. I will write these 5 questions down, and I will hit you with those questions. And the doctor is not afraid to talk. The doctor is not afraid to talk. We understand that. We know that. The doctor, they say the doctor is it's all guys say that Papa can talk. He's a sweet talker. Don't let him. I said
the pleasure will be mine, Prince.
Yeah, okay, doctor. So, Dr. Towah, again, maybe other people joining us that don't know you. So I would like for you to take about 1 or 2 minutes to just introduce yourself, and then we're just going to jump into the topic here. I got your how do you call it, your talking points tonight, and we're just going to go into it, and we will ask you some questions too. I hope you got it in front of you yet, because you're going to be telling us more about it.
I don't have it in front of me, but I'll just speak from my mind because those are things I pen down myself. I
Oh,
send it
okay.
just as a guide. Yeah.
Yeah. So
But
I can know your
right.
statements and all that
Mhm.
stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So let me introduce myself. I will speak Crown first, then we will transition to English.
Okay.
Nanyimo Galadia. Ye na Quima William. Ye Nani Mbajimudo Nyao Kimon. Enya. Did Anuka. Na Claudio a diplo. Ye Nanyimo William. Ya. Enya. Towah. Nde Wuzario. A Wujiblo. Monya Wekuya Diego. Ye na ma wo do you. And they are bad. Mbasru ade wo do you. Ema do you are you okay? Ye and they ade o gali o do sin to ye na for gali o. Ye de ni awon gloda bewedi konwo. Ye mbamo be wa tuwa be o kawo. Wọ́n gbé wa kaza yi o pa ni agbe wa ji kole o ble wa. Ye mbabo tuwa po. Ne non ne for yi. Mba lwe ni awo. Alwe bewedi. Bewedi and do de and don't DJ ka. Even the alu ka I'm found it there. And Louis Bewedi and found it there. More be wa to waju, to wa poor or long, and Louis Bewedi. Ne there no blow up there. I'm not granted a papoe. Granted ajine and then about to abliasms here and blow at no more. About to ablia blow at more. Saint that I'm way. Blow at more. Benye blocking ye. I benye ye. Nimata benye ye, granted benye ye. Lufata benye ye, granted benye ye. La brata benye ye, granted ke wona benye ye. The manji way. Ye bilie de. Blow anwa. Ye kede na bossing ro de kinajide agbo. Ama go granted blow akle on de. Pi oblo. Ye kwibi. Na bo akle be adoro be. Demo na bo play mo adiyo no tolo jiwe mo. Mo de adewo clock. Obeka or mo zia plason jo yin nu. E o 2029 nu ono ti o jira. Ye de you okay e no ti o jira. Ye de mo do nyawo ku ya de you. Play do nia you Obuchi district. Play ma wo klo. Ina bo ho branch de blow akrikpe. Wo doro be o. Wo la ye you ku apa o. E yen yo because upon zoo ye you there. Ye unu kwan. Ye nyon de akwa da experience me. You are doing. Ye cannot know no je mlamu. Play ablu apo. You are clear. De ti yo nyomu labro mu business pa oje okle. Ye no be ogbuya. Amonyo jiri amonyo ja. Wo blu apo. Dan ye blu a wo no. And they didn't pass into that year bon for ye. And they za on yawo that you are not do ti ana do na do ti. Ne ka was 2029 was your class sonjo yen when at the jira so ima crab lo akrabba and yin we yin pa senator de na yen no be zakpedi and you work am no and when impo abi ambai ima crab lo impo zu we and you de we e je so sie de you are bound or experience emble and na blue king we gba and you de we Not by my own that we poor. Ye told ye ya blow poor. So elwa neighbor wing. Ma you wing. None now the queen now. I'm bunk ya club a year girezon. I will be. I ain't pa. Particularly money on bound way. Yeah, blue you keep pa. My grandchildren. Grandchildren blow too much. You see, very I'm put pass on. Look very money out there, they said now. And was their class song, you we can tell replay power, and then it's about now. And then they say, it's a kunamu, it's a bazamu, it's a chemu, it's a kaimu, it's a bob my jacket. When that was on a do tomorrow or try to be the way. But then one leader, butchered my grandchildren, there, Jay and Red Granddaddy, yeah. So on bow so lead, but among you. One say my grandchildren, I'm away here. You say, you no, I poor. Grandchildren poor, I just can't tino glide and retire. Said that we're I'm here, grandchildren day. Saying, did you have black here? I believe why day. I don't pay a penny a year by women. Are you grandchildren? You were grandchildren, Jack here, grandchildren. Yeah, I'm quite grandchildren, papo. Ye Nimaka, ye bon canto, a year grandchildren, where grandchildren, you a queer noon. And they bled the amboy, ya senator no. And ya blow out the weepo. Your master turn no blocking. In your jape, you're the japo, and your can never the jedu. I said you were, I was out the japo, black poet. You know what you jacka. And you then was a ikma. And then you were the now work by the jenu. I'm away ye. Ye no. You were there and one your class. Get them more ma senator there. Can you walk? Because check God there. You know, one boy, no Caliburia, no group. Young boy, I'm graduate, you need joking graduate, but graduate, I'm a be you all. I'm a GIU. Ye, mla call, grown up or call graduate, but oh, you're not be a booya. And your we acquired them a budget can you. Ye, once said, we move graduate, where blew up for them, boy, yeah. Blow up, boy. No, take graduate, we are one. Number boy, you know, James one. No, graduate, we are your bomb. Then we are in the Ria Quine ye, no echo a corner, in the Ria Quine. Zabuya wound or Ria Quaquino. One cent, kill ma. Or the sound of Zumlon. 1 second, what to? You could blow up, boy. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, fellow Grangidians, Liberians in general are listening to me tonight. What I said in the Crown language is that condition in Grangide is appalling. From Zwedru to Ziatown to Bilebo to Penokon to Jaudi, and then coming back and to Buleke, and then to Towah town. Those are the administrative district's headquarters. Then we can even go further into some of the towns. And let me start from now, where I come from. The budget since the past 21 years, we do not feel the impact of budget disbursement in Grangide County. So this time around, Grangidians need to take a different approach. An approach that will bring prosperity, growth, and economic emancipation to that great county that God has given us. We have to break away from the past. The past, where people would take money that belonged to the county to do projects, they will put the money in the pocket and use it as though the money is their own money, and put people in the sun and give them token. We have to graduate from that. We have to break away from that. The money that we take from people who do project, and we build the clinics, and we put medicine there. Our people will be well, and they will work on their farms. When we build bus terminal, we take that money to do project, build bus terminal in Zwedru, where when cars passing through, they have a nice place with nice bathrooms, good resting place, a place for our children that riding motorbike can pack the motorbike in the night for security and all of that. That's dignity. What our children do to survive and to be able to go to school, they'll be dignified. And then put medicine in the hospitals so that in the case they have accident, they can have better care. But this idea of taking project money away from development, put it in your pocket, then you share around, people dancing in the sun, we have tried for the past 21 years. It has not benefited us. But I have a new deal. A deal of respect, dignity, and pride for the Crown people. This idea of keeping resources away from our people and put them in poverty, then you throw a little small change on them, then they're dancing around, making mockery of our people. We have to graduate from that. And I'm saying to all of you today, if anybody passes around disrespect you, if you want to take it, you want to take the money and eat it. If you don't want to, you can leave it. Because first of all, that's your money. That money should have been used for development. But people decide to keep development away from you, take the money away from there, and give the money to you as a handout. If you want to, take it and eat it because you need it. But you don't feel like, you feel that it's an insult to you, then leave it. You'll be justified by that. But let me share my vision with you. The reason why I want to run. As Senator, when time comes, I'm desirous to run for Senate. And I'm talking to you so as we are planning to strategize towards that. Basic infrastructure, roads and bridges. They are critical needs across Grand Jude. Just imagine on Sunday, if I was Saturday, I sent the young people in Billibo were having their program, and I sent a delegation of young people to go and see them. As they were going, a tanker was going to Billibo, a tanker collapsed on the bridge, and thank God nobody died. But right now, as I speak to you, Billibo is cut off because there's a bridge built by NGO. And those bridges were built those days, there was no supervision. But mind you, the tankers carrying gas, Billibo is an administrative district headquarters. It's a city. They need basic social services. And this truck was carrying fuel, and the bridge just broke. And the idea of not having bridges across the county is not common to Billibo. And so, Billibo, I hear your cry. When William Towah is a senator, those conditions would not happen. So as we are approaching 2029, I want all of you to begin to think of a better future. Let's break away from the past of disrespect, neglect, and a situation of putting you in poverty so that when they throw a hand out, you start jumping around to think that they are good. But in essence, people who do that to you, they're not good to you. They keep you in poverty so that you continue to run behind them for handout. But you are a dignified people, and I want you to look in that direction. The next thing is the provision of basic social services. Our hospitals, even the headquarters hospital in Zwedru, the last time the beds are all in bad shape, and people are sick, the bed to sleep on. I'm even wondering when I get sick when I'm in the county, which bed would I sleep on? But yet, people feel contented this year alone to go in the account of the development project, take $500,000, close to $500,000, and up until now, they have not called for that money. In fact, a young woman told me that she wanted to give birth at the hospital, and there was no fuel in the generator. Her husband has to go around to beg people and take loan to buy fuel for generator before she had an operation at the hospital. This condition should not exist. Grand Judah is not so poor to the way people dish out money. Why one of these people, one of these our people take their money, take the project money and say, well, I'm gonna revamp the hospital as my project. I'm gonna make sure there's gonna be a standby fuel in the generator. So if somebody has an emergency, they can go there to be treated. My project this year will be the money I receive for a legislative project. I'm gonna buy drugs. So that drugs will be used as a revolving fund to keep replacing the drugs so that people will be saved. So clinics, hospitals across the county, they are in a state of need. And so I think those areas will be an area of concern to me, to make sure they are viable, functional, and then to address the acute need that our people face. Also in line with that, schools across the county, go to the villages, even the district headquarters. Some of the schools are there, they are in bad shape. People don't have seats to sit down. Some of the teachers have been volunteer teachers over the years. They are now on payroll. I don't see anybody talking about it, making it as a priority. And I would have preferred that somebody would say, okay, this year, if I cannot do my legislative project, will be all the teachers who are going to be on payroll, are not on payroll, what are their salaries? The 100,000+ I received, I'm going to pay the salary for the past couple of months while the government is facilitating them to get on payroll. Those are viable use of the county resources that people sign for as legislative projects. And I think this gentleman who knows himself, who I'll be running against, I'll be contesting against those himself, it will be better he began to think about these things here than lining people up in the sun. Somebody told me, in fact, people brought it to my attention, that the issue of electricity, it just beats my imagination. The electricity has been in Grand Judah over the past 10 years. And we are not being able to distribute electricity to the people that need it the most. Our people, the people of Grand Judah. How can someone say they are senator of Grand Judah County, they have the leverage? And over these many years, electricity has been in the county and people have not been able, the vast majority of our people have not been able to benefit from this very crucial social service to them. That would be one area that I'll be looking at also. And I think it's important that we do that. I understand also electricity, there is a company that is there that is managing electricity in Grand Judah. What is the contract that the company has with the people of Grand Judah County? I understand the civil society has been asking. Nobody in Grand Judah County can produce a copy of that contract. When I become senator, when time comes, I'm going to make sure that that contract will be made available, and we'll see what that contract contains. If that contract disenfranchises the people of Grand Judah as it appears right now, because I just don't understand why the citizens will buy their own light poles, they will buy their own electric wires, then before they put a first light bulb on, they have to pay. Then what is the responsibility of the company that is managing electricity in the county? So if you made a decision when time comes and I become a senator, we'll look into the services of this company to the people of Grand Judah. In addition, responsible management of our resources. And this one is equally crucial. Right now, when you go to our villages, our rivers are all polluted. The Great Dugbe River, that was so pure and beautiful, water is so clean. Dugbe River now has turned to a muddy river. And that is the case across the county. But yet, the gold, the minerals that are being extracted from the soil, we don't see the impact of the minerals that are being extracted. The benefit is not being felt in the county. Our people continue from Zwedru to all the villages, continue to live in abject poverty. In addition, there is not a big talk about the Judah Mountain. quote unquote Putu Mountain. And I want to say this: if God bless me, and when time comes, and the people of Grand Judah select me to be the senator, we're going to make sure that the Putu Mountain exploration will benefit the people of Grand Judah the most, because the people of Grand Judah are the most affected community. And then the headquarters of Putu Mine will be in Zwedru, will not be somewhere else. We'll make sure that happens. We cannot sit down, they were being disrespected. We are a proud people. So if somebody think that they can't do, they can't put their feet down, then they don't want to be this senator for the people of Grand Judah County. And I stand to challenge that person when time comes. Furthermore, even more important, and that's the final point I will conclude on, and then we can move on, Honorable Moderator, is the people of Grand Judah in the diaspora. The people of Grand Judah in the Americas and elsewhere. Our people came here as a consequence of the difficulties, the pains that went through as a result of the this devastating war that we did not negotiate for. The people of Grand Judah had no part to play. The war was so painful, it touched the fabric of every Grand Judean. But out of our pains, through the grace of God, our people came to this great country and other great countries around the world. These people, this Grand Judean abroad, formed the basis for the reconstruction of Grand Judah. If God bless me, as I'm calling all of you to rally around me, when time comes, and then you carry me as a senator, I'm going to make sure that there will be harmonious working relationship between the Grand Judeans in the diaspora and Grand Judeans on the ground, because we are all Grand Judeans. It's going to be a win-win if we work together to build our county. Ultimately, Zwedru, like other areas in bad shape, we have to make our city beautiful. And when I succeed, Grand Judah will be equal to none, and we'll all be proud of that county. I'll provide the necessary oversight. I will ensure the right person or the right people will lead our county. We'll put the right pair, and we'll put the right pair in the right hole. I will not mix orange and apples. The training people will have, that the jobs they will have. So these are things we do. But ultimately, I call on all of you here in the diaspora. I live in Liberia now. But there are people who believe that money will work for them. They don't care for anyone. They don't even care about the well-being of Grand Judah County. When election is coming, they trust that they will waste money around, and people vote for them because they throw money around. And they are beginning to do that, and we are seeing them. But what I can say to you, here in the diaspora, it is true, we'll talk to our people, we'll educate our people, which I'm prepared to do, and all of us will do that, to understand that these people don't mean well for them. But at the same time, we cannot negate the idea that our people have some pressing needs. So why we're talking about the future that will be bright for them when time comes, if we are selected. But at the same time, we have to begin to look at some of the crucial, critical needs of today. Therefore, as a way forward, and for you, Grand Judeans in the diaspora, my brothers and sisters, I have considered to launch what I refer to as intellectual benevolence. Intellectual benevolence. What this means is that while we're talking about the strategic goodness for the people of Grand Judah, the goodness that we will bring to them when time comes, we also recognize that we have to start playing doing some good things for them also before that time comes. So for me to be able to do that, I have launched $1 million drive to help support my campaign that will support this philosophy or this principle, this approach that I just defined as intellectual benevolence. While we setting a roadmap for holistic development of Grand Union County to make Grand Union prosperous. At the same time, we have to have the resources to have some minimal intervention while we go towards taking over leadership to make the county better. But I need your help. I need your help. I'm putting to place a structure that will be here in America that will work with you to design the way forward, how to go about that, the strategy, the game plan that will make us to achieve that. So that when these people come with their money, they want to confuse our people. We'll be there. We'll be in every corner. We'll be in every village. We'll be in every town with our team, with the resources they need to continue to counteract them so that our people will not be deceived into making wrong decisions. So that said, I pause for a moment for interaction because I want the discussion to be interactive. It's going to be much enjoyable for the listening public. Thank you, Prince.
Thank you, Dr. Towah. We will open the line later on, but I have some questions here after that question. When I go into your campaign, or how do you call it, your development drive or vision and mission and all that. I see you got agriculture here. Hey, I didn't hear you talking about agriculture. How you going to get the agriculture, especially the Grand Union County, where most of our people, young folks now turn into gold and diamond digging? How you going to get them into the agriculture thing with the Burkina bees taking our forests? I see agriculture here. Our people need to go back to the soil. They're outsourcing the land to the bees. The foreigners are taking our land.
Yes, thank you, Prince. What I share with you is a talking point because the campaign is way ahead of time. We are all prospecting right now. There's a talking point that will lead into my platform when time comes. But I have the agriculture.
Okay.
And certainly agriculture will become the highest employment industry in the county. Right now, yes, Burkina bees are in the forest. I have begun with a talking point that, look, Burkina bees, they are Africans, and we have to welcome them, but we have to welcome them within the confines of the law. People have to come within the confines of the law. So who does not come within the confines of the law, I'm not saying you should jail them, give them the opportunity to go back, correct the documentation before they come. If they come into work, when they come, we give them permission to come and work on the farm or the plantation. Because mind you, most of our young people are going to school, they're involved in other things, they don't have the time to help their parents to make farm out there. So the parents get workers that will come to help them do the work, that's fine. But they have to come through the proper means, and they have to engage them through the proper means. Because a land that you don't have title to, you cannot dish it out to people. And I frown on this. And before time comes for me to become senator, while we are still prospecting, I will continue to educate our people. Because the land that God gave us, you cannot just give it away like that. Because it's a gift that God gave us. And today we are managing it, but it is for the future. And so you cannot use the availability now on the land to say that you have the ultimate decision to give it. What becomes of our children and our children's children? So we have to be very mindful. Action must be within the confines of the law. That's what I'll promulgate. The second thing is that making farm is good, but our people need to have the resource to do that. And these things happened before. During the days of President William R. Talbot, and when President Doe succeeded him, there were infrastructures in place that harness agricultural growth. We're going to have an investment bank. I mean, as a legislator, what can happen? Because I will aspire for the president pro tempore, or for the executive committee, or for the budget committee, whatever it is. And so when it comes to setting government priorities, areas that germane for growth in the rural part of Liberia, particularly agriculture, like the agriculture bank that existed before. I don't know why there has not been no investment into agriculture bank that provide loans for people to tiller the soil. We will look into that. In fact, right now, beginning to look into that. And so when I get in government, because there are some things you will want to be able to do when you are part of the government. When you are outside, sometimes nobody listens. You write all the fine articles, you talk to people, nobody listens. But when I get in there, I'm going to champion the idea for the creation of an agriculture bank or an agriculture infrastructure that provides funding, so people can be able to have access to funding and then to invest in the soil instead of depending on the Burkinabes coming here. We have a university, we are training agriculturists. And so the young people have access to funding, the land is there. The source of production, the means of production, land, resources, manpower. They will have the manpower, they have the resource, the land, they have the money to buy the equipment, they have the land, they can produce. And certainly agriculture will be the bedrock, but one of the bedrock items for the growth of Grand Union County. So indeed, ultimately that item will make it in my platform. And I will expound on that more in the platform. How will get that achieved? I'll just give an iceberg of it to say we're going to try when I get into the legislature to work with the executive to see if we can have an architecture in place or a bank, agricultural bank in place, revitalize the agriculture bank to begin to provide the resources needed for our people to tiller the soil and then to feed ourselves. We have that capacity, we have the land, we can do that. And so we're looking to that. So yes, agriculture is one of the pillars.
All right, Dr. Towah, we're going to go here. You got responsible management of natural resources. Our natural resources, do you think they are really managed our local government or the central government? We're talking about Grand Union County now. Our resources.
All right. I'm not sure if I understood your question, but you are
hear
saying.
My question?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, our natural resources, like our timbers, our gold and diamond that they are digging. You got foreigners in our forest digging those things. You got companies going into Grand Union County taking out logs, and the citizens in those villages don't even have the benefit or getting wherever they need to get to develop their areas or send their kids to school. But our logs are going. The other time in the Chien area, there was this Chinese company that wanted to go there and start digging, and the citizens have to put stop to it. Do you think local government, the government that is down, these our current leaders, do you think they are doing anything better to secure our resources?
Oh, good. Thank you, Prince. And one of the items that I'm developing to form part of my platform when time comes is, and I deliberately use the word responsible management of our natural resources, and not just management, but responsible management. And that comes from the central government down to the county government.
Yeah, responsible management.
Yeah, and so I know I follow the B Mountain story in Bombing County. I did Bombing or Cape Mount, one of those areas, carefully, and then the amount of money this company is making, and what is coming to Liberia. I follow that painfully. And so if we need to review our laws, if time comes and I'm lucky to be in the legislature, we're going to review our laws to make sure that more benefit come to Liberia. Because when the resources are gone, they are gone forever. And so the country must benefit. So that comes to the case of Grand Union. That also cascades to Grand Union County. Our gold, our iron ore, other minerals, uranium, whatever it is that may be found in Gide Mountain. The exploration of those resources must be done with care, much more so that the county benefits. I don't want anybody to rush it, because whether Gide Mountain is operated or not, we have a budget, we'll continue to survive. Or let's get it right. The last time we're in the process, and I want to restate this, we're in the process, the intellectuals, we're in the process of dissecting that agreement. When surprisingly that agreement was signed by some of our legislators while we're still working on the documentation to tease out the elements that we disagree with that would not benefit the people of Grand Juda County. And because they signed off on that agreement was sharp in the throat of Grand Judeans. When it came to the operationalization of that agreement, the headquarters of Juda Mountain, quote unquote, Puru Mountain, moved to River G. I don't have no problem with River G. River G is a sister county of Grand Juda. In fact, we are the same family. But the mountain is in Grand Juda. So for God's sake, why the headquarters can be in Grand Juda County? Why? Is there any reason why it cannot be in Grand Juda County? So I could not see any justifiable, rational reason why the headquarters for the operation of Puru Mountain could not be in Grand Juda County. This time around, that would not happen. And if anybody has the desire to do that, let it be told now from the get-going that would not be accepted. This is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. We'll use every available legal means to make sure what belongs to Grand Juda stays within Grand Juda. We'll do that. What happened in the past, we're not going to allow that to happen 15 years after.
Yeah, but Honorable Towah, the government now being structured, where you got a local government now for internal affairs, you go to the local government. Those guys report directly, the superintendent, the county authorities report directly to the local government. The lawmakers don't even have control over these guys, how to do it. They're not like before where they used to monitor these guys, how to spend the country money and finances and all that stuff. They don't monitor it no more because the guys report the laws have been passed. So how are you going to implement these things when the superintendent don't even pay attention to you? Because if the superintendent, if those laws were meant for the lawmakers to have a check and balance on the local authority, we would not have a superintendent sitting to negotiate a 500-acre land to a Burkina Faso guy.
Prince,
so how are you going to do that? You're going to change these laws?
Let's say this. Let me stick on the topic, but the question you ask, the president down to the superintendent to everybody else, they are hired by the people. And let's come to the case of Grand Juda. The senators, the superintendent, who is the representative of the president in the county. The president was hired by the people of Grand Juda, and the people of and the president appointed him to go represent him as his shadow in the county. So in essence, the superintendent works for the people. The senator is hired by the people to speak for them. And so if it is true, the superintendent report to the Minister of Internal Affairs, Minister of Local Government now, but the senator has a responsibility of oversight. These are all the government, the executive functionaries. Senators have oversight. And the senator from a particular locale have oversight of development that locale. Anybody who don't follow through on that, it means that you don't know your function. Now, I would not be a senator that as a superintendent would not respect. I can tell you that. I would not be a senator that a superintendent of my county would not respect. But when time comes, we'll deal with that. But I can just assure you, because I know my responsibility and I will exercise my responsibility if the people of Grand Juda give me that chance when time comes. And so whether or not how we do it, I say these are things that will be done. And where the local government has to play the role, they will play the role, and I will exercise my responsibility as well. It is a teamwork. But we're going to work to build a legislative caucus that will be very strong, that will speak with one voice, that will do the people's business.
Okay.
And then what you are talking about
let's stay with the Putu Mountain. Because the Putu Mountain, a lot of people when they pop out the name Putu Mountain or Jita Mountain, when they pop out like that, like Liberians, Grand Chitans, those who are not even from the county, they said the people of Grand Jita County must have a say in wherever that will go on in that place. Even though we know central government will come and control it because the mountain is in Liberia and like the central government, but the citizens in that place, the citizens, and people saying, I mean, Dr. Towah is saying he's going to speak. Why is he not speaking now? Why are we not hearing Dr. Towah's voice on the radio? This mountain, our citizens, we must be informed. We have to get involved in the negotiation process. Why are they not hearing Dr. Towah? They said, what Dr. Towah waiting when he win election first before we hear him? What do you say to these people?
Prince, the Towah talking is planned. The Towah talk when necessary to talk. The Towah is measured. The Towah is very strategic. So when the time comes, listen now, listen now, listen. Me answer your question, Prince. So when time comes, when the appropriate time comes to address any issue, I will. Right now, I'm sounding the caveat. What when it's not done that will make me to talk? I'm laying a caveat. Let me say this to you: the last time the president appointed the vice president to oversee the opening of Jita Mountain, and you were hearing that Jita Mountain will be open in the next 1 month, 2 months. What did the president do afterward? Didn't the president say, Ajwe, they will speak, so people are going? So there will be time that will come to the public space, but there will be time that you maneuver quietly. I'm not saying I had to say what the president decision, I'm not saying that. But what I can say is that the president listened to the voices of the people. And there are so many ways we can communicate. But when time comes for us to talk on the radio, we will. We'll not shy away from that.
Oh.
I've come to the level now, Prince. I've come to the level now, Prince. Look, where now when I talk for the people of Grand Jita County, if you have a problem, it's your business. But God chose me to come from Grand Jita County, and God allowed me to survive the deadly war, and God allowed me to get all the experiences that I have, the education. So I must get back to Liberia. But first, where I come from, I have to see the well-being. And right now, Prince, the reason why, if the folks, particularly the senior senator that is there, that time is coming up, if you're doing a good job, I got so many things to do. Right now, I'm in the U.S. I can come here and work in America. I can go and work anywhere. I can even go and do consultancy with the African Development Bank. There are so many opportunities out there that I can do. But when time comes, when Grand Jita is not being served, when Grand Jita is being disrespected, we recognize the role of our central government. Or we are saying the central government also should recognize our role as the citizens of the area that will be the most affected, that the mountain is located, that the resources are found. There's a law that provides, government-owned regulation that provide for the well-being of the people. So those people must be carried along. The same way that is done for County A, that same provision and condition and respect must be given to County B. That's what I'm saying. So if that is not done, then we have the need to sound our concern. And that would do within the confines of laws that give us the right to do so. But we have not reached our point yet to make noise on the air, on radio and all of that, because we think that the president will do a good job. And so we'll continue to engage quietly, diplomatically, responsibly, and then making sure that the people of Grand Jita are responsible people to present our posture. And that's what we'll do for now.
Okay. Dr. Towah, I see here down here on number 5 here, they talked about diaspora engagement for inclusive development. How are you going to achieve that?
In fact, that's one of the reasons why I'm here. William Towah is desirous of becoming senator in Grand Jita in Liberia. Why is Dr. Towah in America? Because I believe the people in America have a stake in what happened in Grand Jude. I live in Liberia. I've been to Grand Jude already. I'll go back there in December. But I must also come here to brief our people. Not everyone has been able to go and travel the county. I've come to brief our people the appalling condition, the deprived condition under which our people lived. We know we had a civil war that broke down the fabric of this country, of our country. The country is picking up. But I also believe that the country pumped in a lot of resources, so many millions of dollars in Grand Jude County. Why is it like other counties can see the impact? Why are we not seeing the impact of the millions of dollars that came from central government, both in direct budget support and in social responsibility fund from all the engagement, either mining, logging, or they put all the mining in the county? Why are we not seeing the impact of those money, the millions of dollars that have been spent or being sent to Grand Jude? Something is wrong. And I'm saying, I'm beginning now to lobby, to aspire among my people that we have to break away from that past where money comes to the county, money is used, we don't feel the impact. We have to break away from that. And maybe some people don't know the importance of accountability, but I'm from a background of prudent financial management. And that's what I'm bringing to Grand Jude County. Whoever will be the superintendent, I don't want to be the superintendent. I'm desirous of becoming a senator. But whoever becomes the superintendent will hold you accountable, will hold your feet to the fire to provide accountability for resources that are going to the county. But we'll start with ourselves. If the concept of giving money to senators to do projects, legislative projects, we ourselves, the project we'll do, we announce it to the people of Grand Jude, we'll be doing X, Y, and Z. This is the amount we receive. I will announce it to the people of Grand Jude. And this is the project I'm doing, and this is the cost of the project. I will come clean. And then if I come clean, the money for budget support that goes to the county and the social development funding that comes to the county, the usage must be reported. Clean and clear. Full disclosure
to the citizens
of Grand Jude County.
Who you reporting to the central government or to the citizens of Grand Jude County?
Report both to the central government, to the citizens.
Report it to the citizens of Grand Jude County. But do you think the current leaders, the current caucus, the 5 lawmakers from Grand Jude, do you think they are putting the wherever, how you call it, the community engagement, raise money to use?
Well, I don't know.
As a citizen of Grand Jude County now.
To tell the truth,
you've been around. You've been around for a long time. You've been around for a long time. But do you see? You got to see those things. We just saw recently where Marie in Kunembo, and we saw recently Tomo Yaya in other areas. But is this the first time you're seeing these things, or has it been happening before?
I see there are some. In fact, most of the legislators, I think they are in that direction. They're in the right direction.
I mean, I'm talking about our 5 lawmakers.
That's what I said most. 4 out of 5, if you will. 4 out of 5. They are on the right trajectory. But I'll let us see the report. I'm a financial man. I'll let the report to be a little bit detailed. But I've seen some report have been given. That's fine. But can they make a report very much better? The project cost.
Those people who have given report.
Let me land, Prince. So what I will let us see in the report. How much?
I know Dr. Towah here. Dr. Towah, I know what you want to see in the report. But do you think those are lawmakers? You want to be a lawmaker? We're going to hold your feet to the fire when you are elected. So so these people that are leading us now, do you as a Dr. Chief Towah from Nigeria, work in the U.S., do you think our lawmakers are doing what they counted their engagement money, what they go and sign for the money or whatever? Do you think they are putting it on use, or they are using it for the personal benefit?
Brian, let me say this to you. I've said it before, and let me repeat myself. At most, because I traveled the district, the county, I had to go back again to continue. But at most, from what I saw, and from what I'm seeing being reported, most of the legislators from Grand Junction County are doing projects. At least 4 out of 5 with regards to the funding received or project they identify, which actually is supposed to be the case. You identify a project, list, do the project, cost the project or projects, cost the project, do the project, turn the project over to you. But anyway, if there's a mechanism agree upon, because I know there must be a scheme before people sign for the money, then you have to report what you have done. And I think most of the legislators are doing so. But one legislator has not been able to do that. And but the onus is on him. But I'm just telling you what I would do. Listen now.
Who is this one apple among the apples?
Well, I mean, let me leave it with the people. I'm just saying what I'm saying. But I know the larger electoral community, they have seen it. But what I know from my own point of view, I think one has not come clean. But I'm not prepared to divulge the name of that person. But I think the person knows himself. But what I would do, if I am opportune when time comes and I become a senator, the project that I do, I'll say, I received this amount. I implemented this project. This is the balance. Or the money will all used, and I have to supplement the amount with this amount from my pocket. I'll come with full disclosure. That's what I would do. And that's what I expect others to do. So if I can do that, I will hold the superintendent and all the officials in the county to give full disclosure on the disbursement or the use of the budget funding to the county.
So according to you, out of the 5 that we got, 4 are doing it. Just one apple among the 5 that you didn't see.
I'm not sure honestly your question, but if you say that the one, yes, there's one that I think has not come clean to reporting. Because that one has been written, and I have copy of the letter available that I can find later on. One young man is an economist. His name is Sonny Ubetus. He wrote a very fine letter. Yeah, Sonny Ubetus. If you like, you can find him. He's an economist. He teaches at University of Liberia. He's a Nigerian. He's a young economist, and he wrote this senator. He said, "Look, I'm the senator for the past 21 years. Somehow you have been sending for some money, but up to now we don't see." The impact of the money I've been signing for, physically, we're not seeing any project that you have done. But can you kindly report to us, what have you done with the money? How much did you receive and how much you spent? I'm still looking at the project were written, even published on Facebook. I'm still waiting to see that they respond to that young man. I've not seen it yet. How much received? What project was done? How much was spent on the project? I've not seen that report.
Are we talking about Senator Towah Yaya here? Representative
I said to you, Prince.
Jacob Tibi and Jeremiah Soka.
I said a senator, and that's it. And I said I'm not going to divulge the name now, but
21 years
for now,
you said a man been at 21 years.
For now, we can't feel it and wear it. I mean, that's what I was speaking. And so, look, you oh yeah, we adio because we yo brand then we yo adio you ne boy dia ne dio ye yo no boy dia adio yeah ne football
so I think there's a lot of education that will be required for our people back there, because some of our older folks, even the younger folks, they need to be educated. And are you willing to go from villages, and all this stuff to educate these people? Our people,
right.
From the time the war stopped, 2005. In 2005, the campaign that the band saying is that you give me rice, I vote for you. Are you willing, doctor, to take that from our people mind? That will require going to meet these people in town halls and things.
Prince, let me say this to you. This is all of us our responsibilities. But I can tell you I will lead a campaign. And let me say this to the young people, to the fine people of Grand Jude County. Would the young people of Grand, the anti-ZEB movement, I think that we have a fine job. I commend them. Those are true patriots of Grand Jude, that we have to break away from the paths of subjection, from the paths of negation. We have to break away from the paths of neglect. Only you come around to give gifts because you want people to be elected. When time comes, we have to break away from the past. So we have to educate our people. And those of you that have media houses, your vote is not to be bought by anyone. Look at people. If somebody has been there, if you employ somebody for the past 21 years, and there's nothing in your county to show that a person that you employ to work for you, to advocate for you, to champion your cause, to bring goodies to you, and nothing has happened in your area, then don't be deceived when the time is coming, when the person wants something from you, they start throwing money at you, but when they finish getting what they want, for 9 years, you will not see that they're gone. Then they tell you, say, I bought my job, I paid for my job. That is a disrespect to you. So I say to you, I'm coming. All the young people, from university students to high school students, the young people from the anti-ZEB movement, kudos to you. Let's reach out, let's educate our people. Never again will our people be disrespected. Our people should vote their conscience. And if our people are deprived of their resources that must come to benefit them, to finance basic social services, the hospitals, the schools, to bring textbooks, to bring medicine, to buy beds in the hospital, buy fuel for the generators, for people to have the operation in the hospital. If they will hold all of these resources, only to come now to throw money at you. If you want to, you can eat the money. If you don't want to, just say, I don't want your money. But I will encourage you, if they give you the money, eat it. Because in the first place, those are money intended to finance projects for you. And the particular individual does not finance the project. So you get the money, eat it as your money. But time will come. The time of accountability will come. And people who sign for development money wouldn't use the money for development projects to be held accountable. Either now or when we succeed, we audit them.
Just today, the senator that he said spent 20 years, that's Senator, in the parliament, that's Senator Zoe Manuel Peno, obviously. Today we saw him call the motorbike, the bike riders to his town in Tucson for the 26th or wherever and slaughter a cow. And that's what our brothers drove from all the way Swedru to Tucson.
Is that true? Is that true for sure?
Yes.
And so then what happened after the cow?
They went back to Swedru.
Did he get the money?
Obviously he has to buy the get them fuel money.
Yeah, I heard one of my boys sent me a text just now that he getting $3,000. But look, here is the situation, Prince. I don't have problem. If I have money, I can help people. But the way people do it, if you sign for money to do projects, and you don't do projects, and you throw the money around, it is a disservice to Grand Jude. I see why Grand Jude is not going anywhere. What if you have your project money to do these little projects, and you say, well, I'm going to come to Zwedru, or the motorbike rider, I'm going to build a hangar. You build a nice place. You put zig around it, pin it very well. You have some security people. Where in the evening, the young people get to ride a motorbike, they pack the motorbike, they have chain, put chain to it, security guards are there. Lights all around, security gadgets are all around. The young people go and rest. The next morning they can't start their job. That would be a service for all of them across the board. So if you have, for example, you have 150 by rider kind of visit you. You say, I give you $3,000. You divide that. Each person maybe will get $20. What would that $20 do for that person? The next time I see you, maybe 5 years from now or 9 years from now, what have you done? So what I'm saying here is that sometimes what people don't know beats their imagination. Because if I, William Towah, was in that seat and I have a project money and I want to help the motorbike riders, I would rather either have a fund set up where the motorbike rider can even go and take a loan to maybe transition from riding motorbike to either buy a taxi to run on Monroe Road, for example, or to run in Swedru, and then they pay back. Something that will give dignity to the people.
The internet, I don't know.
Yeah, to get dignity to people. So, this kind of thing, just throwing money around so that people can be electable, is not a good service. So that's why they don't wonder why Grand Judah it is why it is. But I'm saying time is coming. I'm asking the people of Grand Judah to break away from that past. Grand Judah is not being well served. You pass through Bond County. You see how the place is so clear, clean, the lights. You see that. You pass through Nimba. You see how the place is clear. Everything is clean. You see that. But when it comes to Zwedru, as Bill Zoda had quota normal days before this time, the quota everywhere is all dirty. Even the place where the cars park, there's no resting room. The whole place, people use all the people everywhere. People who have their homes in that place, in that area, they are all exposed to all kinds of diseases. So if I were in this person's shoes, I would come up and build somewhere that would be so ideal, beautifully done, that the motorbikes or even the drivers coming through Zwedru, where they can park the vehicles, clean, restaurants, somewhere they can shower. They can shower. You see, but again, when people get legislative budget money, legislative project money, they get it, you say all kinds of no accountability to what happened. But mind you, this money is signed for as money that is given to Grand Judah. But then the money is spent as though it's a person's own money. And that what made me sick.
You think the citizens of Grand Judah, do you think the citizens of Grand Judah can demand the lawmakers to account for those money, those projects' money?
Of course, why not? It's the people of Grand Judah that employ them. And I'm even surprised by now the civil society of Grand Judah has not written these people. They say, look, we heard that like other counties, the senators of Grand Judah are signing, we want accountability. We want a report. And I know some will be the reports because we see the work some of the people are doing. But I know there will be an individual who will not get that kind of report. Because he has not done anything for the past 21 years. I can bet on that.
That pivot a little bit to this trucking. I think you heard about trucking. Trucking. Dr.
What is
Are
trucking?
you hearing me?
What is trucking?
Dr. Towah, you are getting Liberian politics. You want to tell me you never heard about trucking?
No,
where
maybe.
You go into Monrovia and grab the citizens of Monrovia, put them on a truck, pay their way to go and register in Grand Judah. They lives in Monrovia though, but they register in Grand Judah to come and vote for you.
Oh, okay. All right. Now I understand. We say trucking. I understand that.
Cross border. Where your team? And these are things that people boast about. I'm not stopping anybody from trucking people. I lived in Monrovia. That's where I'm residing. But I got on a truck to go and put a register in Grand Judah to go and vote for someone. I come take people from Cote d'Ivoire, from Ivory Coast, to vote for people. What's your team doing about these things?
Well, right now we are in a state of prospecting, Prince. We have not even gotten to the point of campaigning yet. I will take this as information. My team and I will look at that. But if people are to find a vehicle to ship or to transport people from Monrovia who are Grand Judeans, or even people who reside in who think they want to vote in Grand Judah, who have vested interest in Grand Judah, they want to come to Grand Judah, from Monrovia, and we can facilitate them. Why not? But we'll look at that. But the issue whether somebody will go to a neighboring country to bring people, as you mentioned, I will tell my people we'll look into that. And then when time comes, I think it will be a point of discussion. But we'll monitor that. But anything of such is against the law. It should be against the law, I believe.
Yeah, but NEC, the Election Commission, I don't think they know about it. These people will speak the same thing. Someone come from Ivory Coast, like from Daubli, Pona. They're speaking the Kane, Konemo. They stand on the line. You're not going to force them to speak English. So we've been getting this information.
All right. I will take this as an information from you. We'll study. We'll look into that. We'll look into that. I can show you because as the electoral process approaches and the action starts, all issues are on the table for consideration. And we will consider those information as they come. We'll investigate them. And if there are merits to them, we'll surely indicate a red flag for a review. We'll definitely do so. To the relevant authority.
Okay,
yeah, to the relevant authority.
Yeah, Dr.
But let me say this quick. Let me say this, Prince, on a more serious note. Grand Judah is in a bad shape, and Grand Judah needs to be delivered. The goodness of Grand Judah has not yet come out, but our people are suffering. The roads are in bad shape, and I'm even surprised by now. We should have on all the media outlet from Grand Judah the plan. Because I understand the yellow machines, Grand Judah was the first county to be served. 16 pieces of yellow machines. I don't know how did they arrive at 16 pieces for Grand Judah. Even though I learned that other counties, that Grand Judah is bigger than. That Grand Judah
from 89 to 16, I thought we was already received 89 pieces. That's what the rescue government told us.
Well, anyway, I'm just basing on what I read on social media. So, but let's investigate it. But I heard it's 16 pieces. It could be wrong. It could be right.
16 but we get
in
the county.
Yeah, but let me end my thought. By now I expected, because we all know the yellow machines came to the country. The yellow machine were reposited somewhere to be distributed. Yeah, taking a couple of months now, almost with 3 months. But now, a real planning county, a county with leadership that knows what it is doing. By now, we should have a complete compilation to be given to the people of Grand Judah County, that this is the plan. When our machines come, our yellow machines come, the roads will do. The road will start from first. We'll start with so kilometers. From this place to this place, we'll do the road first. The second road, the third road. A plan by now should have come out. And what would be the cost? What would be the additional cost that go along? Fuel costs, the cost for fuel. And where would the money come from? Those things should be mapped out. Even though I understand there will be a county officer to manage this equipment, but who did they tell these machines over to? Do you know if they give them to our country authorities, or they keeping it somewhere through the Samukas or people? Friends, I don't know. Talk to your correspondent to give you the information. But I know I saw on Facebook, I saw the superintendent was around. He was dressed in a yellow clothes.
Yellow shirt.
Yellow clothes. Yeah, so I mean, but your correspondent gave you the information. But I expected by now to see a plan, to see an operationalization plan. That what people who can plan, people who know better, people who are adverse, that what they do. So right now I'm afraid, and to tell you the truth, I'm a little bit worried that those equipment will be misapplied, because up to now we don't have a plan. When there's no plan, it's a recipe. It's a recipe for failure. Yeah. So I hope.
I want you to speak. I want you to speak to this before I can open the line. If you permit me to open the line, maybe we see 4 or 5 calls. But let's speak to this. Your ECWAS, when you serve on when you say you serve as secretary or on in the finance department or secretary, what was your position at ECWAS?
No, I was not secretary, Prince. When I joined ECOWAS, I was chief of budget for ECOWAS. Then from there, I got promotion. My journey ECOWAS was through a competitive process. I applied. Nobody appointed me. I applied. I competed with people from Nigeria, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Cote d'Ivoire, Senegal, and I beat them. And that's how I hired first as the budget office, as chief of budget. Then,
But is it there?
After 4 years, 4.5 years, a position was advertised, Director of Administration and Finance, with the ECOWAS Court of Justice. One of the arm of ECOWAS, one of the institutions of ECOWAS. And I also competed with that. I competed for that position with other people from other West African countries. People from Burkina Faso, Senegal, Nigeria again. And again, I was selected through a competitive process. And so that's the last position. I served in that position for 9.5 years before retirement. But in that position, I manage the funds. I report in the funds. I'm audited twice every year. In fact, 3 times every year. The internal audit, the external audits. And I managed every penny that came before me. And I left that institution with flying colors. In fact, they brought me to Liberia and thanked the president of Liberia for my service to ECOWAS. They thanked the Chief Justice of Liberia for my service to ECOWAS Court of Justice. And they thanked the Minister of Finance, who is the Liberian minister to ECOWAS. And all the meeting, the ECOWAS delegation took me along. So I came from there with flying colors. And so that's the same economic discipline that I want to bring to Grand Because what I see is not that Grand is being left on the sideline. The national government providing resources, but the disbursement and the implementation of resources. That's what the problem is. So even as little as received, what have we done with that? Even my own place I come from, Johnson School, while young boy was one of the funnest places. But when they all did the road, everywhere is completely disorganized. Everything is archaic. I mean, things are dysfunctional. The school is in a pitiful shit. I mean, in a pitiful state of affairs. That can even be a good elementary school. And but you're talking about junior high school. But now you even have a high school in Yao. And then the situation is replicated across the county. Because I went to Bilebo, I went to Ziatown, I went to Peloncon. And as I went to the place, I passed through other towns. I passed through Towah, the headquarters of Chen District. I passed through Bureki, the headquarters of Kavala districts. Those are the same conditions.
Okay, Dr.
I mean,
Towah,
teachers are teaching. They're not on payroll. They're not getting salaries.
Oh, volunteer. But let's stick to ECOWAS here, Dr. Towah. But since people been announcing, or Dr. Towah want to contest for the senatorial position of Grand Juda County, there are a lot of Grand Judans, some who oppose you. They talk on Facebook. What did he do for the people of Grand Juda? Who did he take to to ECOWAS when you were working over there in ECOWAS? Did he ever recommend any Liberian? What do you say to these people? How is it over there? Do you get up in the morning and say, Prince and Bobby and my beginner, you're going to work here? Is that how you're doing over
there? Thank you, Prince. Thank you. You know, I mean, I won't be taken aback anybody ask that question. But the first thing here is all the things I've done, I know I've always given back home. But that's not the point. The point here is the people of Grand Juda they have never hired me before to work for them. So the question would have been ideal if the people of Grand Juda hire me to come and work for them. And after some time, I want to come back again to be elected for the second time or for any other position. Then the people of Grand Juda have the right now to ask me, the job will get you first. What have you done? If you are not reported, come and report to us. But the people of Grand Juda have not even hired me before. Everything I've done is out of my own volition. The money that I work for. And so I intervene the way I see it fit to intervene with my salary that I received, that I work for. And so for somebody to ask me that would be the basis, I think it's a misapplication. But notwithstanding, I am the architect for the creation of the community college. After the war, I left America. I started my PhD program. I left America. I went back to Liberia. Why did I go back to Liberia? I say I want to be among the faculty so that the young people from Grand Judea go to college, they will see one of their own among the faculty. Because I know many Liberian intellectuals left the country. So I wanted to go back there to build hope in the young people that are going to school. And I did that. Secondly, while they're teaching, I presented the first paper on behalf of Grand Judea County. I became the chairman of the Grand Judea Education Committee. I selected that a community college might be on Cannon Road, and for a strategic reason. And I said I wanted 200 acres of land for the community college. Even though we got 156, it's still not bad. Because I want to model that after University of Minnesota, in Minnesota, how big that campus is between two cities. That same model I care about the Grand Judea. So most of my contribution to Grand Judea, not all, most of it have been in the area of human capital development. I spent a lot of my own personal money and my effort and time in building human capacity in Grand Judea County. That's my strength. Of course, I have also helped people in other areas, whether in personal needs, whether job creation, or the ministry that I work. I help people, Grand Judea people. Even the last one, earlier appointed me as managing director of National Housing Authority. I carry so many people that do work. They know themselves. I'm not in the business of calling people names, but they will bear witness. At ECOWAS, I have some people. Of course, ECOWAS is a different place. ECOWAS, everything is competitiveness. And through a competitive process, there are some young Grand Judeans and Liberians that got some interim jobs to lead them so that when actual position became available, other position became available, they can apply for them. They went there, of course, other position came, but they didn't meet their pedigree, so they could not apply. But at least they did an intern for 2 years, and that helped them. And some for 1 year. That helped them. And at least up to now, they're still looking on the website to see what fit their pedigree to apply. You see, so I have done all of that. So my handiwork can be seen in education. In fact, I speak to you right now. In fact, ask the people of now. There's an education foundation in my honor, William Towah, NDA, William Towah Educational Foundation. I'm the highest donor. I mean, from high school to university. The records are there. As I speak to you right now, at the Grand Judea University, I have 126 from across all the districts. I didn't do it because I want to run. No, I do it because it's the right thing to do. When I say I'm chairman of the board of trustees, students are paying $75, $150 for registration fees. We did a competitive analysis, and what we realized was at least $250, minimum $250. I mean, $22.50 is sufficient for them to register to help the university to get some operational funding to get the university going. Why? Until the finance ministry can get some money. And so from $150 to $75, we brought to $250. As I speak to you right now, our population is around 800. And as soon as next semester, when the nurses program open, we'll be issuing 1,000 plus at the university from 140 students in 2 years. So I have been working in the area of human resource development for Grand Judea. And that's my tough. Everybody get an area, that's my own area.
Your area is not to divide cow meat?
No. But notwithstanding, I come with a philosophy called intellectual benevolence. Intellectual benevolence. We'll talk all the book talk, we do all the planning, but some guys will come identify some needs here and there. You know, we'll do that. Yeah, but that would not be the way people call the sine qua non or the way forward. No, that would be an addition. The main thing here we'll plan. Number one, we'll plan. Number two, we'll plan. Number three, we'll plan, and then we'll execute the plan to benefit our people. Look, friends, I look for in the next 5-6 years for the whole of to be quota. When I become senator, the money that go in there, we'll sit down, whatever the government gave us, we'll sit down and reprioritize our priorities. It is unacceptable. The ship that Zredwe is in right now, You pass on that Deswa Street. You see the little shop, the little full of people. I think taking the whole road. I mean, I don't blame them. They say the ordinance. They say how to provide. They can build nice houses, live away from the road, and pave the place, even the places. Build the place up and put cement to the places so they can't be on the main road for the cars to pass. That can be done. Tell the people what to do. Show them the way. Show the light, and the people will follow. But if you fail to lead, people will do anything they want to do. And so, why it is right now, I think there are lapses in the leadership regime in the county, and that is hurting all of us. So I feel embarrassed when I pass through Ganta, Sanikwele, Banga, I get a Zwedru, and I do the young people that love Zwedru. When you go to favor Zulu whiskey, all the excitement. When you go there, things are in a disarray. I mean, things are so appalling and embarrassing. The seat of the county, the Tottenham Palace, go there. Go to the administrative building. These are not a representation of the people of Grand Jide. We are good people. We are clean people. We are civilized people, even though we are the last. But God being God, God knows what is good in the eyes of God. What people reject, God sees what is good. And I know there's good things in the Crown people, in the people of Grand Jide. And I am one of them. I know people respect me, and people respect many Grand Judeans. So the state of affairs of the county right now is just not good. We have to find a different way to do it better.
It's deplorable.
Yeah, quite deplorable. I mean, cows everywhere. What does that?
Are you against killing cow to celebrate with your people, Dr. Towah?
No, I'm not against that. That's what I'm saying. You know, the concept I just developed, intellectual benevolence. Sometimes we have some good time. Nothing wrong with that. But that would not be our way of doing things. Everybody, even Christ Jesus, even the Lord, can have time to allow his people to marry back. We'll do that. But we'll work first before we can have fun. We'll do the people business. We can have fun. Right now, I'm mediating between my people, the people of Kunabo and the people of Niao. In fact, I'm trying to engage now to brief our people. I'm meeting at high Kunabo and a meeting at high Niao. God willing, it all goes well. By December, January, we will have a feast. And maybe we'll kill a cow to have more beef for the feast. And then we'll kill a sheep of peace and reconciliation and harmony. I mean, our parents had their own challenges. We are having our own challenges now. Our ability is to be able to resolve the challenges that we face today so that we don't pass the buck to our children tomorrow. And I have come to help my people to solve a problem. And we'll do so. We'll do so. God willing, God being our helper, we'll do so.
Thank you very much, Dr. William Towah, Chief Dr. William Towah. Okay, we're about to put the phone number here. We will only accept maybe 5 phone calls because the honorable man got to go to bed. He's been in a lot of meetings today. So the number here, call 952-200-8420, 952-200-8420, and be professional with your question or your questions. I think we will only take one question, one caller to a question or comment. The doctor is not against killing cows. He will kill cow and between the Kunabo and the Nyao people. Is there any beef between the Kunabo and the Nyao people? Am I saying the name the right way? Nyao.
I didn't get a question. Your voice somehow a little bit low today, Prince. Yeah. What was the question?
My voice can be. I think that the internet,
Yeah, your voice is faint. Yeah, it's not coming out clear. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But you hearing me now?
Loud and clear.
Are you? Okay. Okay, we got 2 callers here. We got Morris Talley here, and we got Otello Brown. So we're going to listen from Morris Talley. We're going to go to Otello Brown. Morris Talley. One question, please.
Thank you. Yes, thank you for recognizing me. Can I ask the honorable for
I'm not getting Morris, so I'm not getting him, Prince.
Morris, can you speak out louder, please? Speak loud.
Oh, sorry. Dr. Towah, I just want to know how old are you before I ask my question.
He want to know your age. Why you want to know the man's age? You live in America, you want to be knowing people's ages? He want to know your age. How about I see you up?
Okay, I'll reply. I'll take note of the question.
Okay, he say, okay, go ahead with your question. You go, or that's just the question. You want to know the man's age?
No, I want to okay. My question is because nowadays, because
I don't know why your phone is so low, man. You got
Just get a
earpiece
question.
on?
Just get a question. You can relay it to me.
All right, go ahead with your question. I'll relay it because he's not hearing you. Go ahead. I'll relay the question.
okay. I want you to ask, do you think it will really have problem for Nigeria to
He think your age will you will have problem with your age for grandchildren to elect you because you see Mr. Towah with gray hair all on his head. You think the man are old man?
no, because nowadays people
So you when you look at Jomasi Jolo, you know Jomasi that old man.
that's why I was
I'm looking at Towah. I'm looking at Dr. Towah here. I think he's 62, 63, 60 something. He still got more age. You got a president who is it is some more years. So ask your question. Lead the man age. It's in his 60, I think 61, 62.
okay. That's the problem. People facing that will say, oh, maybe because people may think that you will come with retirement money.
Oh,
So I asked
because he age, then the people say he coming with retirement. I think Mary Johnson older than the man. Papi Tomo Yaya older than the man. The man, I think probably older than Joe and Jacob DB and Jeremiah Sokon. So he got your question. Because of your age, the people will think you are going down to go get your retirement money from the people of Grand Jide. That's a Murray Tadage question. Go ahead, Othello Brown.
yeah, okay. Thank you, Prince, and hello to Dr. Towah. Dr. Towah, this is Othello Brown, and I'm weighing in from Massachusetts. Oh, Dr. Towah, I have a
One
question.
minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Let me merge your call with
Yeah. But my question is that because we all wanting a good thing for Grand Cedar County. Are we here? Come 2029, I'll be an expiring in the race. I'll be in the race. Come 29, I'll be in the race too. I'll be in Sveru. But my question is that you contest to be a senator. You'll be contesting to be a senator Kennedy. Now, regardless of where you're going to register or where you register or you vote, let's assume that maybe you register in where you coming from, or maybe you register in where you coming from. What would be the yard that you use to elect a representative? We all want good things to happen to grandchildren now. We are all teaching them how to move forward. So you and who cannot do it. You need to work with good representatives and two that all of y'all win together and then y'all move to push the country agenda in. So what would be your yardstick if you have to register in Winnable in your Mazda, or maybe you have to register your father in Diabo? What would be your yardstick to vote for Representative Kennedy?
you understood the main question, doctor?
Yeah, what yardstick would I use for election representative? Is that a question?
Yeah, to elect
All right.
a representative.
All
Let's
right.
go to President.
I got a
Thank you,
question.
Othello Brown. Let's go to President Fred Tarugoyan. President Fred Tarugoyan. Go ahead.
Well, I wrote my question. I'm sorry I didn't see that.
My man, your question too long, man. They think I almost 6 paragraph question.
How you doing, Dr. Towah?
How are you? The voice is low,
Fred
but
saying,
I'll
how you
try. Yeah.
doing?
Oh, okay. That brings us set up. No, I just have a few questions, and basically, I'll just put it in a nutshell.
Prince Fred, a little bit too low. I'm not getting him. I don't know.
Go ahead, Fred.
You hear me now?
I don't know why the thing your got earpiece there on.
But please just read the question to the man. To the senator.
Oh, this is a question you want to ask the man?
Yeah, on the fine thing. I mean, I think that yeah, just read it to him, please. Is he hearing me?
He's hearing you. He said, Dr. Toa, are you hearing President Gwen?
No, the president's voice is too low. But if the question is there, can you read it for me? I'm seeing it, but it's too clustered.
Yeah, okay.
I can't. It's not legible to me.
Okay. He said, okay, Grand Jide problems are enormous. In my view, though, it's not the only problem for our county. Beside him, there are 3 representatives, 1 senator, a superintendent, a city mayor, and other county officials. Based on the statistic data, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf administration gave our county close to 3.5 million in development funds money. And George Weah administration gave GDE close to 1.2 million. Despite all of these monies, we are yet to see any significant developmental projects or initiatives. As senior senator, Dr. Towah, as a senator, Dr. Towah, the question stop right there, Mr. Goyan. I can't see anything again. Go ahead, I'll read. Senator what? Fred.
Yeah, as Senator, what will you do differently to bring these people to the table?
Okay. Okay, Fred is saying that all this money from Ellington to Weirtown, 3.5, Joe, we are 1.2, even though we voted for him with all the 90%, we get 1.2. As senator now, when you are elected senator, what will you do to bring all these people on the table to what? To use the county development fund in the right direction, or what you saying?
Yeah, in the right direction. And because they are there, and it's only one person, and you got all these other people. So my question is, what will you do differently that will bring these people on the same table so they can put this money to where they need to go, so they can be shared among them and do different other things that will not benefit the county.
Okay, so as senator, with all this money coming in for county development fund, what will you do differently? I will bring these people together to put the county development fund in the right direction.
Okay.
So that's it. We got 3 quarters here. The senator, I think that means according to the main senator already. The poor child no hold me contempt. No still got him more hold me contempt.
And that you election time
Dr.
here.
Dr. Towah already. Yeah, Chief Dr. Towah already got the question penned down. He gonna answer them, and they came in from Mauritania, to Othello Brown down to Fred Tarubuya. And Fred, you watching the show? You blind me out? You watching the show?
All right.
So go ahead, Doctor. You can answer the poor question. I think.
All right. Well, thank you. I will talk to Fred who will unblock you. I think we'll carry everybody along. You know, when you are a leader in the community, they keep you on Yagawa. They do what you enjoy. Mm-hmm. But I think you are doing well, Fred. God is with you. You are doing well. All right, quickly, let me come to Morris. Whether my age would not be an impediment, people would not use that as a caveat against me, for the Senate. Well, I tell you, Honorable President Collins and myself, the same age group. Anyone knows Sam Joe? Yes, we're about the same age. We are about the same age group. So, just coming around. I'm pushing 63 now, so I still have time. I still have energy. Of course, my physique. I decided to keep my head silver as it is. I love it. I'm not going to touch it. But I still have. I've not reached the officially politically retirement age yet. In fact, the Senate is the house of the elders. So I don't think anybody will use that against me. In fact, there are people in the Senate that are older than me. And so, no, it would not be an issue to debar or to disenfranchise me or to disenfranchise the people of Grand Jide. So I'm still within the age range. I have good health, excellent health, and I have an upright mindset to deliver for the good of our people. The second thing has to do with what yardstick would I use for the elections of a representative? And he wanted to say that sometimes it would be good to have a team when running for these positions. Well, I am still observing yet, Othello. Right now, the field is wild. People are prospecting, are aspiring. But we'll get to know when people finally register And when they should have selected a political party, the registration should have gone through. Then we know for sure who be who in the Liberian slang. So when we know who be who now, then we'll know if there's a need to align, if there's a possibility to do so. But the point that I want everybody to understand here is I'm aspiring for the Senate. And I want all the representatives aspiring to vote for me. I want all of them in Grand to vote for me. And so the first rule of thumb is to befriend everyone that is running. Because I want everyone to vote for me. Because these are all sons of Grand Judah. But of course, each of those persons must first pass the litmus test of being able to have the fundamental intellectual powers to be able to help me to serve Grand Judah better. Must have some business, must have some education, and must have a good heart. Because for me, I'm going there to leave a legacy. I'm not going for employment. No, I'm going to serve and to leave a legacy. So I will have to see the mindset of the people who are involved. So while it is true, I would like to reach everyone to vote for me, but I'll be very careful because at the same time, I want people that will get there, that will deliver for the people of Grand Judah. And so those are the people I'll draw closer to me. Then the final question. We've almost close to $4.7 million received from early in the year time, such that the impact cannot be seen in Grand Judah. What will you do differently that will set you apart from these people? If I may summarize the question that way. Well, you know, first thing, I'm a trained accountant.
Dr. Towah, I think he meant, what would you do differently with the money to implement the money to making
okay.
For what so, it's intended for? How will you?
Okay, so what would I do differently to have impact from the application of the money? Right? What would I do differently that will benefit, that the money will benefit the people of the county? Right? Yeah, okay. Okay, so what you do differently, that means that what would you do so that people benefit from the money they receive? Yeah. So this is what I would do. The first thing is that we have to get our priorities right. Because usually when you are doing budgeting, you do your need assessment and then you prepare the budget. Ultimately, even the developed society, in most instances, people don't get what they ask for. Sometimes you get sometimes there are the resources are there and the need are there. Sometimes you can get what you ask for. But in most instances for budgets that I have been involved with, there's always a caveat. They'll give you a budget range. Even though you got so much need, they'll give you a budget range. But where there's no budget range, in most instances, on the basis of the envelope in the case, the national envelope, the money the country has, that's how they allocate the money. So if there are so many things I want to do, and then with the money we have can't do those things, then we will have to employ a budgeting mechanism that we call reprioritize your priorities. We will have to sit together and reprioritize our priorities. So for example, we wanted to carry electricity to, say, Konabo, we want to carry electricity to Yaoundé, we want to carry electricity to maybe Bubadi or to Penoncon. And then the money we got can make it. Then we got to sit down and say, well, these are things we want to do, but the envelope we receive can't do all of them. So we have money, 3 things we want to do or 4 things we want to do. Which one is the most that we can do at this time? Then we'll all agree. We'll get a table and a planning table, and we agree. Then we do that so that when we do it, there's an impact. The money not scatter all around, we do it, everybody see it, everybody feel it, everybody can touch it. And the other time around again, if we say that, well, we want to build a hospitals, maybe in 3 of the areas, or the hospital they already, but we want to make sure we have revolving drugs that they will sell, so that there will be always life-saving drugs in there. We'll buy the drugs and put it there. Is that what we agreed to? We buy the drugs, They are accounted for. They are stock. Records are created that they sell the drugs to the people. The drugs available. They sell the drugs. They replenish the drug. Become revolving. They will move to other areas. So we'll do what we call prioritizing our priorities, that we spend the money that we receive for the things that the money can do. So in that way, we identify the project, we execute the project is complete on the basis of what we have. Then everybody see it. Then we'll move on. We're going to do it systematically, year round. We'll cover all the districts, we'll come back again. Then we'll start again. Before 10 years pass, you see what you have done. But I tell you, Brother Gwen, I have traveled, although I've not gone way inside Barzon yet. When I go back, I'll go there. But the places I've seen, in all of the other two districts and part of Barzon district, passing through Tow Town, Auxiliary Town, Poor Town, what I've seen, I've not seen any impact of the $4.7 million pumped into Grand Juda County. But should we continue to do business as usual? My response is no. My response is no. We need to find a different way now to do things. So as I have provided an opportunity, I am a Grand Judean, like all the other people who are in the legislature. I am trained. I am competent. I have been tested. I work for international organization, ECOWAS, that are highly respected. Now I have come back home. I'll say I'm here. I'm here to serve Mount Judah because in the next couple of years I'll retire. I want to live in Grand Judah. I want to be able, when I get out, I go to Bewedi, or I go to Jiriglo or Ziablo, or I go Balekin, or I go to Trinidad. I go visit or I go stay. I should be able to do that. That I don't miss anything out. That the glory, the prosperity that our people so desire, electricity is everywhere that our people benefit. That is the Grand Judah I want to see. And that's why I have decided I could have taken a job anywhere. I still have energy. I have the experience. But there's nothing more necessary for me at this point in time than serving Grand Judah and to make Grand Judah better, to make Grand Judah great, to make Grand Judah prosperous. That is the core of my decision. And so we have to break away from the past and then to liberate Grand Judah from the shackle of deprivation, backwardness, and to project our county to true prosperity for all. And that we can do.
Yeah,
we can do that.
Doctor,
We can do that.
you're not done yet. Let's see. Fred is back on the line, and his phone is louder now. So, Fred, go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. You hearing me? Go ahead. Well, he cut his phone off. Let me call him back. I think he came back with a. Let's hear what Fred got to say. Then from there, we're going to give you the time to conclude, Honorable, so we can go. And hopefully,
let me just, please.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Doc. I thanks for the answer. But the question, the end part of the question was, besides so, even if you be so, you still got all those other people in the Senate, in the House. You have the county officials. Everything you're talking, it takes building consensus, providing certain kind of leadership that will bring everybody. Because if those people that are in the House and the Senate right now, if they have that mindset that you are discussing right now, I think we have been far. But it is not there. So if you're going in and you are only looking at Zoe, if you beat Zoe tomorrow, what is it that you have, leadership-wise, consensus building wide, that will bring all these other Nigerians to the table for whatever reason, whatever money that we get, it will be used towards the right purpose. That was exactly that was the question I was trying to ask.
Oh, now I got a question. Thank you. The question is much clearer now.
Yes.
So sure. Look, I agree, Fred, because the senator, more or less, his role is to advocate, to provide oversight, to negotiate, to lobby, and then to project the better image of the county. And so he is not by himself and an operational officer. So true, it requires teamwork and collaboration. And so the first thing I would do is I would build synergy in the legislative caucus. And I'm in Monrovia now. I teach at the university there. Most of the time I go to the Capitol. I visit all the legislators. We talk. I know their point of view. In fact, right now, I think the caucus is intact. Of course, I still feel that there's one there, there's an outlier. I still feel strongly because I interacted with all the other senators. There's one there who is outlier.
Do you visit him when you go over there? Do you
well,
visit him?
I stopped visiting him because I don't like his politics, so I stopped. But he's an outlier. You don't get anything from him anyway. It's the backstab people, so I stopped visiting him. But I believe if he is out, to have the coordination in the legislature is easier because he always put his friends down, or not call his friends. So I will indeed build a consensus in the legislature, and it doesn't mean that I'm going to be the head. No, not necessarily. But I will be a voice of reasoning to all because I come with a great deals of expertise. And even if any of the people are there, if any of them are changed, still whoever will come, they will respect me. But I tell you, those majority, over 90% of those are there. They all respect me, and if I see them at ease, and they all listen to me, we discuss. And so if I get there and they are there, I wouldn't have any problem for us to have a consensus. First, number one, accountability in the county, holding people accountable for penny they receive. That would be a core of our oversight. And then we'll work with the executive. We'll become superintendent of Grand Jude County. The caucus will lobby with the executive to make sure that someone who has the pedigree, who will be able to be accountable, who knows what he's doing, will be selected. We'll work with the executive. We'll work with Mr. President to do that. Then when that is done, is now all to it, we'll provide oversight in the county to make sure how we set our priorities, how we budget our priorities, and how we execute the budget, and also how we account for the budget. And we're going to make sure those things happen so that any penny that goes there, it is accounted for, and we can see the impact of whatever resources that are dispersed in the county. So that would be the approach, Fred. Thank you.
Okay, Fred. I think you got your question answered. So, Honorable Towah, I think that we're done. The people who call me, they say, 1 hour, 30 minutes. We're going 1 hour, almost 2 hours. So,
I would have preferred 1 hour, because I've been talking. I just want to be tactical tonight, but I still want 2 hours. That's fine. Mm.
Yeah, you're more tactical tonight because you're calling names around here. That one guy who is that you used to visit, but you stopped visiting him. We're trying to push that to call.
Because I can't waste my time. I can't waste my time. You can't get anything from this gentleman. You can't get anything from this gentleman. Yeah, I can't waste my time. I think he has said it's time for you to go. Yeah.
You need to leave the stage.
Yeah, you need to leave the stage. He has played his part. He has played a part. Demo, you're quick there. No, be on there. Get out of here. I'm not deal. Be a on a year. So you're quick there. Go bomb no, where and tell you so that play over here more.
You spoke a lot of Crown here. Do you speak Nyawo? Do you speak Bobo too?
Why would I speak Bobo? I'm Nyawo and Kunabo.
Oh,
yeah. No, I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering why you asked if I speak Bobo. Is there any reason why you asked if I speak Bobo?
No, because you were speaking a lot of crying here from the beginning. So I told you you were speaking. I'm Kunabo man, so I understood the Kunabo. Nyawo, you got to speak it slow for me to get it. But the second part of it sounded like Bobo.
Oh yeah, you're listening to 2 minute Bobo people. That's why. Yeah, now and Bubble are very
At least we
now and
change.
Bubble now and Bubble are very close. Are very close. They are very close. And I mean, yeah, now I say sekada otalwa yeah sekada. But people also say that, you know. So there's so much in common, but there are some differences. Yeah, big differences. Yeah. But again, I mean, I can say this, Prince. I,
Someone don't say, but we're too expensive to learn.
I think Kunabo too expensive to learn. And then by the way, we speak Kunabo,
Yeah.
then you pass the litmus test.
Oh, okay.
But in fact,
Okay. So let
some
me give you the turn on Dr. Towah to
okay. Well,
yeah,
thank
let me
you,
give you the
Prince.
chance to conclude. Yeah,
Okay.
so you can.
Thank you, Prince. And as I said in my opening statement, I know that my team, we are convinced that we'll do things differently. We engage our people. We will educate our people that we have to break away from the past. The past where people give handout, they buy votes, and then when they get their positions, they are gone. They don't even care what happened. And then when the budgets are executed in the county, we don't see the impact of the budget in the county. We have to break away from that. So that is the approach of my team. But at the same time, we also recognize that while we'll be talking to you about the good things to happen if we are successful, we'll also come to also begin to identify the things that fall within our reach. With the budget, with the little money we have, what is it we're able to do? We'll try to do it to satisfy some of the current needs while we work towards the bigger things that will benefit you when time comes. So I refer to that as intellectual benevolence. We'll come with all the good plans. I will do it, and we are serious about it. We'll do it. Then at the same time, we'll carry your needs around small. We'll manage it, and we'll all get that together in one piece. We'll do that. And so I've also constituted, or I'm working to constitute a body that will work at least for us to raise to a tune of $1 million for my campaign. Because already we see somebody with a potential person that I will be contesting against when time comes, is now beginning to show his prowess in the amount of money he has by trading money all around. And I'm hearing that what he will use. But at the same time, I'm not going to follow him, but I'm also a compassionate benevolence. I'm a person will begin to also identify some needs as we go along. So we identify close to $1 million to be a run our campaign. And so I'll be counting on all the good people from Grand Jude, the friends of Grand Jude, my friends who believe in me that we cannot afford to go into the elections and not winning. We are going for a win. And the $1 million will help us to get our team all in the field, give them the logistics they need to run the campaign when time comes. So that amount will be able to carry us through. So while we are heading towards while we are aspiring, I want us to start positioning ourselves to be able to mobilize that amount. So when time comes, we don't go to scratch the surface. We want to make sure when we get in the race to win the election and to save Grand Jude County. Because already the person, our potential contender, is presenting himself as this person with all the money. He's prepared to use money to win the elections. So we have to match him. That at no time in our campaign that we need some resources to do our job, to finish a job, and we don't have it. But from all indication, $1 million will carry us through. So I'm calling on everyone to please build a hedge around me. This is the people's concern. This is the people's movement to take back Grand Jude, to make Grand Jude better. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Towah, Chief Dr. Towah, and thank you for spending the 2 hours or 2 hours 4 minutes, and we appreciate that. JJ
right.
Dennis called for 1 hour. Thank you. I hope to see you this weekend. God bless you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Well, that was it, ladies and gentlemen. The doctor explained his not talking points. We called it because campaign not open yet. He said talking points. So he did that. 5 points he talked about. I gave him the time. He spoke lengthily, and then I went into the question part of it. I asked him a couple of questions how he was going to even carry on those points that he put down in Grand Juda County. We all know Grand Juda County. People there, they don't respect. Most of the people don't respect the authority. I mean, those in leadership. Even you see that from the football side, county meet coming. Everybody want to be head of everything over there. They don't follow the complete structure over there. But Dr. Towah did his best. And thank you for listening to Dr. Towah. We are open. If you're contesting, if you want to contest, and you want people to get your name out there, you call me, inbox me, or call my number, 952, that number I wrote, 28420. If you call that number, I'm going to give you airtime, 1 hour, 2 hours, free of charge. You come and tell the people of Grand Juda County what you want to do. Some people will say, oh, pray for this person. I'm not for anybody right now. I want everybody to come and tell us what they want to do or how they're going to do things differently from those in authority in that county. When we were little kids, Grand Juda were clean. People came and talked hard about the people. Our papi were in Monrovia City, but they respected people were there because the leadership on the ground was respected and they were doing things according to how things are supposed to be done. But we don't see that now. I was in Grand Juda County, I was discouraged. I mean, first time, second time going to the place, but we were discouraged. They were dirty. The place is dirty, still dirty. Nobody putting 16 place to cut the grass around the place. When I went around the Tottenham party area, the grass is all over the place. They're potting garbage everywhere, blocking the road with garbage. The quota is brown. Brown quota is now in Grand Juda County because nobody sweep the quota. And the potholes, all those sidewalks you saw over there, certain part of it crack. I mean, right entering Grand Juda County, I saw a big pothole in the. I had to slow down before I bust my car tire. So that's it. If we want someone to lead the people of Grand Juda County, we must all be willing to listen to everybody, not draw a conclusion from whoever, but listen to everybody. It is even Zoe's right to contest. The law gave him the authority to contest. It is legal. So we also have to listen to Senator Zoe Manuel Peno. He was in 2 zone. He just left from 2 zone today to go to Monrovia. Because I think you got to go to work tomorrow or day after. But we must listen to our lawmakers. We must respect them while holding them accountable for their actions and how they will do things for our people. So that's how we're going to be doing it tonight. Otero Brown, it's show feeling.
Yeah, but my man, and my go be now or it not be.
No, 2 hours. I got to go sleep. Almost 12 o'clock, bro.
Okay, because every day you bring me, I can't reach.
But man, you got to call me. These people who come in, they can call me. They don't sit down and sleep. You know how long JJ, Janet, and Uriah Son called me for Dr. Towah to come? I got a very business schedule. So tell Brown, you have to call. Take the phone call. Okay? You got no campaign manager too? Tell campaign manager to call me or you say call me or tell us so we're playing something. We need to hear from you.
All right.
Don't be using your friend and time to call. Call on your own time so we can schedule your own show. But the weekend will not be good. You call me, we can schedule something for next week. All right, we'll tell Brown six.
My campaign manager here in America, I just appointed all the call Marie Zoflanga. I just appointed all. Yeah.
Marie Zosnaga. Tell her to call me or you call me. You and her so we can schedule something. Ain't that JD Snaga's wife?
Yeah.
Senior man Snaga word. I'm a Dodi then. So tell her to call me or yourself call me. And then we can schedule something and bring you on. And then we'll listen to you. Brown envelopes are all over the place. Mr. Taylor Brown, have a good night. Everybody, good night, good night, good night. Cheer it out, relax it up. We are all one people, but want a better a betterment of our county. That's all we're doing here right now. Dr. Towah just told us that he want to raise $1 million for his campaign. $1 million. That's a lot of money. Lee is plenty of Lee. Will be a lot of Lee all over the place. So Thomas Brown said Prince is why? He said what? Prince is open and closed. The microphone open and closed. Hotel Pride management. He is show. Oh, Hotel he is show. Okay. My man Gibson Kamara from all the way Morovia, the legislators are only development is hand out. Kamara going down the road again with them lawmakers. Prince Pine said, "Good night, boss." And Othello Brown, she said, "Othello Brown, you are welcome on the show anytime, brother. Othello, all you need to do is to call. Othello Brown, Othello's management, Tomo do here, Tomo na do, or Tomo do na, Tomo na do. I'm contesting against just Boycott Prince. Oh, I didn't know that you want to be the president of the Zretan, man, want to be the president of the Republic of Liberia. The same time, what charge you coming for that play, you want to be, nah, the boy gets me on you, almost pay, oh. It will not be easy. But ladies and gentlemen, how we're gonna let us, that's how we're gonna end it tonight. And we don't want this thing here, but we want our people to be educated. Go into the towns and villages and teach the people to release that kind of a behavior.
Oh, you want interest or none hunting story? Yo, mukba. I want you what? Most only no buggy, your object interest. All more money, I take your dollar. I'm on a new car, I guess so. Yeah, you're there, you're here, you're here,
I wanted Dr. Towah to speak to this video, but I forgot. The question was coming in, was sweet. But I forgot money, but clear the money, but your good night. Good night. The papa said, "Boy, and was in your so your anti-Tory, nanny anti-Tory, thinking about us. Get up in huh? I'm on your club. I don't know all the people with your cow. Yeah, I'm doing your club. Yeah, I'm moving. You're Lee. You're why you did. We are live on show here. I can call the show. You want me to call you after the show finish?
Yeah, call me after the show.
I will do that. And it not in the eye. So one area, it's my person was so in Montreal we can't. Then say your old people, your can't. I'm doing your club. You're the old people there. Couldn't say I'm doing you don't know. I you went to one kill to Onya, what do you need? Copy all kind of what you did, you know, our crown different to as we are going. My greeting comes from Towah. The people in Towah speaking a Towah. We are operating with a Towah. We go into KB, the post speaking now. We store away with the poor and KB, the poor China exchange. So the crowd will get kind of mess up crowd. When you can't search more. Oh man, play here for 6-7 months. You'll learn different crown. You're going on the other side for 7-8 months again. You're going to learn different kind of crown. But one crown, one paper, I know if two play or song and I play that paper crown was terrible. No, it was not terrible. It was just hard. The paper speaking the crown will say, God will learn another kind of crown of people. The paper say, hey, I'm way Butudi. You go in the horse. The Butudi. That kind of crowd will say, come on, people. I say, we're not letting the kind of crowd. The crowd is power up original crowd level.